Fuck bitches. Fuck money. Fuck the aristocracy. Love only the pod. Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 34 of the Wheels Blues podcast, and let me tell you, we've got a storm of brewing when it comes to the free agency and the NHL draft. So let's get into it. I'm Skweeed, SKW and it's a pleasure to fucking be here tonight.
Well, I'm at Eric Score 83, and I am thoroughly enjoying this tate-tate.
Can I be a tater?
I think so.
Yeah.
Tater.
I'm at Tin Can Blues. I'm enjoying myself as well. I can't wait to get to it. Let's talk some hockey. Let's talk some NHL. Let's talk some free agency. Wheels, I know I can see it in your eyes, buddy. You just can't wait.
I'm kind of afraid to talk now. I get yelled at every time I talk. But I'm at Money Wheels.
So
I'm here too.
Just don't say dumb shit, and then you won't get yelled at.
Don't fuck up my golden intro.
I don't know when I'm introing and when anybody else is introing.
Well,
you guys
I just jump
kinda
in and do it.
You guys just kind of
You gotta grab the fucking balls
Talking to the mic like a cock.
and fucking give her.
That's what I did.
You know what,
you
Wheels?
Did, you did.
We don't know what the fuck's doing the intro either. We don't know. Who the
that's-
fuck.
You just
somebody
take
just
it, man.
It is better when he does it.
well, somebody just does it. They just grab a hold of it.
I do
grab
do
it.
better.
What's that movie? Is it Clockwork Orange where he says like you need a car, you pick one from the trees? I'm pretty sure they say that in the fucking milk bar
I'm
or
pretty sure they
somewhere.
do that,
He says that line. I always love it like as like a gangster line. Oh, you need something, you just pick it from the trees. It's right there.
It's right there. It's right there.
That's
It's an ample free right for the picking.
You gotta grab that intro like you grabbed your nut-shaped rum last week.
It was a pumpkin. It was a gourd.
That's the one.
It wasn't a nut.
Well, he was holding it like one.
Yeah, we had the after party at a different venue last week.
What was the venue?
We all went over to Tyson's house and talked about how much greater life would be if it was just us.
Oh yeah. All right.
That was good.
That's very true. I totally could have come to that. That's awesome.
Yeah, we worked on the game a little bit.
Yeah, but then you would have fucking ruined it.
Once again, I am a valuable member of this.
We
team.
love Glorious Leader.
No,
we love
don't.
Glorious
No,
Leader.
You don't.
glorious.
Nice. It's all.
Let me hear it for
lies.
Glorious Leader.
Woo! Can I get an amen?
Sure.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
I don't need your praise.
All right, so let's get to it. Wheels, what did you think of the draft? You can. I like to hear what Daniel thinks about the Leafs draft too, but what do you think about the Oilers draft?
I thought they did pretty well. I like the JP signing. I think it's a prove it signing.
about-
He's got 2 years.
What about the
To prove-
draft?
I don't really know enough about the player to be drafted.
Oh, okay.
Players drafted. Drew Holloway seems like he could be a really good player. He also seems like he could be a nothing player.
You know he's going to be absolute garbage. You just check his stats. They'll tell you. Just the tail of the tape, man.
It's true, man. He's got,
think-
as our resident hockey expert Skweeed says, he's got average stats. He's got average
Wow.
stats.
See, I didn't know he's like in the closet with his.
And you
hockey
know what?
bag.
For like any sort of six-figure contract, you want above average. You just get average on there. You're gonna get an average team, an average performance, and you're never gonna make it to the playoffs.
See, he fucking knows. He fucking gets it.
Sid is like if Bob McKenzie and Don Cherry had a baby while fucking like Wayne Gretzky watched. That's how much he knows about hockey right there. That's
the combined knowledge of
And we have
several.
just-
Mark Messier was my wet nurse.
We've just been.
Mark Messier was your doula.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
just a wet nurse. I just suckled at his teeth.
But while you were being born, Messier was there like doing all the work, and Gretzky walked over and was like, "I can do it better." 800.
And ladies and gentlemen, just look at the stats, and they'll tell you it's true.
And I gotta agree with Sid on this one. If you look
Of
at the
course
stats,
you do, you chill.
know,
You're like a Trump supporter when it comes to this whole fucking Gretzky mess.
I may
really
be
are.
wrong, but I'm right because I want to be.
Fake news. Fake news.
You know who the Donald Trump of the NHL is? Wayne fucking Gretzky.
Wow.
That's
I don't
right.
understand what that
That's
means.
right. I said
like
it.
that's like saying fucking Mother Teresa was a fucking Nazi.
Wayne Gretzky wasn't.
Mother
a
Teresa
friggin'
was the
saint.
Donald Trump of Nazis.
Wow. Whoa.
So yeah. So,
Anyways,
Anyway.
we're getting out.
The Catholic Church is not going to be retweeting this at all.
Oh yeah.
They are not. They are not impressed.
so Dylan Holloway picked a little high, but he's still in the range.
He's in the range.
He's still in the range. You know, like
I really wanted them to get Askarov. I really wanted that Russian goalie.
You know what? I would not disagree with you there.
Yeah, I really
Because
wanted
I
the
mean,
goalie.
I didn't want. I wanted Seth Jarvis.
Yeah, I know.
And Carolina picked him one pick before
I know.
Edmonton picked.
I know.
I'm like, motherfuckers.
Why did
First
you want-
2006
why did you want
and
Seth-
again.
Why did you want Seth Jarvis?
Yeah, I was gonna say Carolina just keeps stealing.
Oh
Just-
man, like first
Picking at your
2006
fucking little
and now
hearts.
this. That was my tweet right after they fucking picked Seth Jarvis. Because he's apparently the best guy that was available at that point in time in the draft. He was like top 10 supposed to go, and he'd slid. And that's the kind of thing where like you're like, fuck, man. Like if you can come away with, it's kind of like how Barzal slid, and he was rookie of the year. I'm not saying Jarvis is going to be that, but because there's plenty of talent in this draft.
It was
It's
a good deep draft. for
possibly
sure.
the most skilled draft since 2015, and I mean that's pretty
probably.
crazy. Like, so yeah, the Oilers, and they made like I think they picked Carter Savoy in the second round, and that's pretty good. And
That's a good pick.
I can't remember the names of the other guys,
Oh, I can't.
but I think Carter Savoy is a
So
good pick.
friggin' long. It feels like
I
the
know,
draft
it's-
is still
it-
happening
it
right
took,
now.
Like that second round, like the first round took like I was like, fuck,
I don't know, guys. That
know?
draft was over in a hot minute for me. Fucking, it was just fucking excitement, and then I'm like, that's it.
I know, and
That's it?
you were live blogging the
Whoa.
whole incident.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
awesome when put on that jersey and his parents were there and there were like fucking tears?
My fucking erection blew the zipper
Yeah,
out of
dude.
my pants.
I cried.
Wow.
I mean, like I knew you
Whoa.
were emotional about this
Whoa.
kind of thing, Sid, but I didn't know that you got so hot and heavy about the draft.
Raging hard.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Wow, buddy. Whoa.
I fucking man, this is pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
very
so
good,
like
that's very good.
other than that, I mean, I'm pretty sure the big complaint about the Leafs draft was the fact that they didn't pick a guy who like the average weight of that draft class that they picked was like 170 pounds, and like they're calling it like the draft of
What are you
midgets
talking
or
about? That's worked great for the Oilers.
Well, they took Amarov.
something. Yeah, and I was like,
What's his weight? Yeah, Rodan. It's like
I think-
Rodan.
I think he-
Fucking
Rodion
Mothra.
Amirov, is that who
Yeah.
that is? Rodion Amirov?
Yeah, yeah.
He's from the K. He had 2 points in the whole year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Why did they take him?
From what from what I've seen, like a lot of people think that he's like a really good two-way player,
Okay.
two-way winger. Well, I think the bigger, and again, like I'm sorry, you have to apologize with my ignorance on the draft, but with Wayne Simmons coming in, I mean that team's getting. We're adding some grit. We're adding some fucking kick-ass, and
Let's talk about some free agency. I want to know what you think about the Leafs because
I think they made some smart. I think they were making some smart moves. Who the hell's
they signed TJ Brody.
Yeah.
TJ Brody's.
TJ
I don't know where we're getting this money from. I don't know what Dubas
Well-
is doing. He's got like a
He must have a plan. Well, they got time, right? They don't have to be cap compliant right now.
Yeah.
So right now the Leafs are $1 million over cap. I mean, all you got to do is grab a guy on like Dubas has done this before. You grab a guy on $5 million over on and put him on the LTIR, like a guy who's injured, never going to play. Now you can exceed the cap by $5 million.
Because we also re-signed fucking Spezza.
Yep.
Yeah, re-sign Spezza for under $1 million, like
Like
700.
the
or something.
He's like the league minimum, man. It's a really good.
Yeah.
Really good
But
sign.
TJ Brody $5 million for 4 years, a little steep. It's a little steep. He's 30, right? So getting a little long in the tooth.
I think that's a good contract for him.
It's probably fair. I mean, I think I read he's closer to 4 was his like market.
I don't know what you're talking about. Closer to 4.
Okay, well
That guy's earning at least 1.4 every year. 100%.
I know you were live blogging this actually.
Absolutely.
well,
I think that the people that are looking at this trade or this deal and they're poo-pooing it just don't understand this man's potential. He's hit 30 and now he's gonna enter that golden age of his ability. There's no way that he's not going to perform.
Well, you know what they say is defensemen at their prime about 28. So
He's
not-
not.
He's-
He
That's
might
what
be.
they say.
He might not be wrong.
It's true. No, he's obviously gonna feel appreciated once he get there. It's gonna be a big boon to his performance, and he's gonna outperform anything he's done in the past.
I think.
Well, you know-
I think Lidstrom won his first Norris when he was 30.
yeah, well, they get 28. That's the kind of prime.
28,
So
30.
the thing that I think the Leafs fans are gonna like about Brody, from my understanding, that guy versus like a guy like Tyson Barrie, who was vilified in Maple Leaf land for obvious reasons. reasons, namely his defensive play, and he didn't have any offensive play to make up for it. And I mean, if he had,
if Brody sucks, he's gonna get fucking shipped out.
But Brody, he's not offensive at all. Really,
No.
He doesn't like. I mean, he can score some goals, but he's more strengths are like he doesn't turn the puck over in zone end. He doesn't like he allows some zone entries and stuff like that, but he doesn't allow. From what I read about after when I was reading some analytics and stuff, is that he's like 10th in the whole league of every defenseman in defensive turnovers in his own zone, which is pretty fucking good. It's pretty fucking good.
I think the Leafs made some smart moves.
I mean, Wayne Simmons is a little. I think like he's some grit for sure. But I think that he the last maybe 2-3 years of his career haven't been stellar by any stretch. So I mean, I'm not sure
he scored like 20 goals last year.
I don't think he's really getting picked up for his goal scoring. I think he's getting picked up to. I think that guy. He's a fucking security guard at this point.
Absolutely.
Like, and hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
No, not at all.
You know,
but if he can do that and be a fucking 20 goal scorer, that's I kind of wanted the Oilers to go after Wayne Simmons.
The Wayne train. Well, I mean, he's $1 million. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Super cheap.
That's not bad. You know.
But the Oilers did very well. They got JP, Jesse Puljujarvi. They brought him back.
They got him signed 1.16 or 1.6
mil.
mil.
So what's going on? So he didn't want to play in Edmonton, and then he took off.
And then he went to Finland. He played for a year.
And now he's back, and he's like, oh.
So what happened?
Right.
What happened is
nobody else wanted him?
Well,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, lots of people wanted him, but you're not going to pay what, he was a 4th overall pick.
Right.
So you're going to be hard pressed to find someone who's going to give you that kind of value for a player that just fucked off to Europe.
Yeah.
And
Ken Holland still thinks he's really high potential.
Well,
he wasn't going to just give him away for nothing.
Yeah,
how old is he?
22. Yeah, 21. Like they just picked him in 2016.
He was a
4th overall pick for like a reason.
Yeah.
And so I think he's got some, but he had like when he was drafted, Chiarelli drafted him. McClellan was the coach, and they, he was kind of fine apparently with staying in Finland. When he's a rookie and stuff, they're like, no, we want you here, man. We want you here. And then of course they proceeded to run his career into the ground because McClellan wasn't a very good fucking coach for young players.
Right.
And Chiarelli's just a batshit crazy dumb fucking asshole. So, so they pretty much created this kid that he just fucking hated the Oilers, right? Rightfully so. I hated the fucking Oilers when those two were fucking there. So
still hate the Oilers.
I don't hate the Oilers. I'm critical of the Oilers.
I'm sorry, it's totally different. Totally different.
Yeah. Still love the Oilers. I'm critical of them. They've hurt me so many times.
They've hurt everybody so
much. It's like an abusive fucking relationship.
It is.
So anyway, so he fucks off to Europe and he's like, fuck you, Edmonton. I want nothing to do with you. Your organization's trash. You fucked me over. Blah, 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 blah. And of course, the Edmonton does dumb shit like burn years off ELCs and all this crap and stuff that just ends up fucking him over. So anyway, Ken Holland spent about a year trying to mend the relationship. Looks like he was successful. We'll see what happens, but get good players, keep good players. Why the fuck
you as a fan you're fine with him coming back?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trepidatious about him coming back.
I don't blame you.
If he's better, if he's got a better attitude, not if he's better. If he's got a better attitude, I'm happy with him coming back.
Yeah.
We all know Tyson will have his mind made up 5 minutes into his first shit.
Honestly, of course.
No, he'll be all right.
I can't believe you're giving him 5 minutes.
He got a bit of a raw deal
that's
here,
a bit
right?
much.
So, you know what?
I don't really think he did. I know you think he did.
I think he got a raw
I
deal.
feel like I'm more of the school that you got to earn. You got to earn playing with Connor McDavid.
That's
and I don't
bullshit.
think
Cassian gets fucking minutes. Chason gets minutes with him. Cassian gets minutes with him. Fuck off. You got to earn it. Give me a break. If Cassian had to earn it, you're on the
Puljujarvi got
fucking
minutes
fourth
with
line.
him too. They all got minutes.
Puljujarvi's most
all
line
got
mates
minutes
was
with him.
Milan Lucic.
You
That
know
was
what,
the
maybe-
guy he played most with.
Maybe he wants to come back because he feels bad about that City of Champions thing getting removed, and he's like, you know what, I can help him earn that back.
That's
bullshit.
That was the highlight of my time in Edmonton, was driving into the city driving out of the city and seeing that City of Champions in my rearview mirror. And now that it's gone, I got to help him earn it back so I can remember how great it is to leave there.
So Sid Cherry, what do you think about the Jesse Puljujarvi signing?
That's what I think.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was unenthusiastic. I'm disappointed in you. Jesse Puljujarvi today. They also signed Kyle Turris to a 2-year, $1.6 million
I like
with
that
an
signing.
AAV
I
of
like that
1.6
signing,
million.
too.
I mean,
he could be the third line guy.
he is going to be the third. He's right-handed.
Yeah,
It's
he
kind of
could
what
be-
they
he
need.
could be the
There
third
was
line guy.
there was a better option, but I don't think he would have got the better option
I don't
for
think
this.
they would have afforded the better option.
Miku Koivu was a better option. I don't
Yeah.
think
You
you would have
wanted
got.
them to sign. I would have figured you thought he was too old.
No, I don't think so. Miku Koivu according to like
I don't either. I think he would have been a signing too. But he
at
probably wouldn't have come
Wood
here.
Guy ran an entire series where he went through
Yeah.
like 10 third line
I
centers
know.
targets, and
Yeah,
it
I
was
watched
excellent.
it. I know.
Anyway, but yeah, Kyle Turris, best days are behind him, but for $1.6 million, fuck, it's a good bet. What the
Had
fuck?
32 points last year.
Well, it's
I-
only
I
2
don't-
years too, right? Like
yeah.
it's,
It's
not,
2
it's
years,
not going to tire
and
him
it's
out.
1.6
no,
million.
No, it's super
I mean,
cheap.
shit. And then the whole time I'm screaming like, just now sign Ennis. Let me see you sign Ennis. I want to see you sign Ennis.
They
And
got
they
him too.
fucking sign Ennis
For
to
like
what?
$1 million.
For $1 million
Yeah, that
bucks.
happened in lunch today, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I was ecstatic.
That was
'cause
big
Ennis
news. I
was,
damn near flipped the table when I heard
he
it.
did. He was like, holy fuck, they signed who?
They
And I
got
was
rid of
like,
Mike Smith. They got rid of Athanasio.
thank
Like,
fuck. Well, who knows what's happening with Double A there, because
he's gone. He's gonna sign somewhere else.
well, I didn't hear any news about it today, so obviously people weren't kicking his fucking door down.
No, they're
so-
really not. But I don't expect the Oilers can afford him or want to sign him.
Well,
if
let's just be real. What's the Oilers' track record with actually signing big top of the draft players and actually
I
succeeding
was actually
with them,
watching
right?
Sportsnet today, and they've signed more people since 2010 than any other team.
Yeah, and what do they do with it? They
That's-
fucking
that's
nothing.
very
Those,
true,
those
it's very
players
true.
always perform when they go to other teams.
It's
So,
very true. It's very true.
like, let's maybe they don't just like blow their budget and go for all these top tier guys. Maybe they can actually build a foundation for the team.
There was a time there when like when they traded Devin Dubnyk who first went to Nashville.
That was a dumb trade too.
Well, when Dubnyk got to Nashville, kind of word got out of Nashville. The goalie coach was like, "What the fuck is the Oilers coach teaching these guys?" Because
Absolutely.
they don't even know the fundamentals of this fucking position.
Absolutely.
Dubnyk
So-
did well after.
And then
He
he
was
then
so good after.
and he didn't really do well in Nashville. He ended up going to, I think, Montreal, and then he went to Minnesota.
Arizona, and then Phoenix.
And he went to
Arizona,
Minnesota.
Arizona, and then Minnesota.
Okay, yeah. And then so he goes to Minnesota, and then he starts using head tracking, which is what I read. He started.
No,
His goalie
okay.
coach started
Yeah,
teaching him
okay.
head tracking for the players,
Yeah, yeah.
and the guy's the Vezina candidate for fuck's sake. So,
Yeah, he's
but
awesome.
now
So
he's
good.
not like, I mean, they've now signed. What happened was Minnesota signed Cam Talbot and shipped Dubnyk to San Jose. So
Watch Cam Talbot turn into a Vezina.
could
freaking
do
goalie now, yeah, for
because
sure.
of, I mean,
Absolutely.
I mean, they I think Aaron Dell's the other goalie there, and then or maybe he's a free agent now too. I'm not sure, but yeah, Minnesota historically pretty good goalies, pretty good defense. So we'll see. So
I
Brody.
was really surprised that there was no like massive signings. Like Peter Angelo didn't get signed.
No, but
Taylor Hall didn't get
Torrey
signed.
Krug got signed.
Torrey Krug is the biggest signing.
Yeah, which is crazy because that pretty much puts St. Louis out of the running for Petro, I think.
Oh,
'cause-
absolutely.
'cause
Yeah.
now they don't have.
That's probably why they signed him because Pietro.
What are they gonna have?
Probably gone. He's probably already told them that he's gone. But he just
Well,
hasn't signed the
apparently
contract.
not. Apparently Petro didn't even. He was like, "Whoa, they signed Krug. Oh fuck, I guess I'm out of there." You know, like so. Anyway, yeah. So, but
I'd take Pietro over Torrey Krug, but
so would I. So would I. 'Cause that's it's crazy to
Yeah.
you know, not take like your Norris caliber captain.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that's absolutely.
So I
no.
mean, come
maybe
on,
the,
Doug
maybe
Armstrong.
maybe the
Come on.
Oilers, maybe the Oilers are gonna pull something out of their ass.
Well, you know what?
There's
I just
still
they
time.
don't
There's
they
still
just don't
time.
have the money.
They don't have the money now.
I mean, they
especially
have
now.
more money than Toronto, but they
They
just
don't have the money, especially now.
You know what? I was terrified all day, all fucking day. They're just linking the Oilers to Jacob Markstrom and words like max contract and max term and willing to do it. And I was like, you motherfuckers, you motherfucker. And then I heard Calgary was in on it. I heard Calgary's. It's a battle of Alberta for Jacob Markstrom, and I just went
Markstrom's like 34, isn't he? He's
30.
He's 30.
and I
well,
went
he's still
tree living.
decent.
You motherfucker. You better sign that fucking guy and give him a no move clause and max term and save fucking the Oilers from themselves
The
because
Oilers have shit goalies.
Fuck.
They need a better goalie.
not for $6 fucking
They-
million for 6 years.
They
No
need-
fucking
they
thank
need
you.
A better goalie.
No, yeah, he's Koskinen.
Patrick Waugh's not around anymore. They need a better goalie.
Markstrom is Koskinen. Maybe a little bit better than
Maybe
Koskinen.
he's
So,
an improvement. Then he's
yeah,
an
not
improvement.
$6 million. You don't pay that in a
Not
flat
6
cap.
million improvement. No,
It's not 6 years, $6 million.
no. Well, they didn't. Obviously.
Fuck
No,
me.
no.
They apparently they offered 5 years at $6 million, or 6 years at $5 million, something like that. It was,
Oilers did.
the Oilers were a little bit less. The Flames came in, gave him a full no move clause,
No.
and I was like applauded Brad Tree Living.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. May I have another? Sign another guy for a lot of money.
They lost.
Blow your fucking wad on
they
a
lost
fucking.
TJ Brody. They lost a couple guys. They
They
lost.
lost Talbot. They lost
Talbot,
fucking the
TJ
Oilers.
Brody.
The Oilers signed Alex Keane from them.
Yep.
Yeah, which is a fucking minor league
I-
move.
yeah,
It means
I don't know
really
who that is.
nothing
I don't know who
unless
that
he
is.
turns out in some way.
No.
The Oilers also signed some minor league goaltender as well. And
Alan Forsberg or something.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, like there's a lot of shit. Like Calgary did that today. Like Vancouver signed Braden Holtby, which is, I mean, at least it's only 2 years and $4 million.
That might be.
Fuck, that's the only move that would have been worse than getting fucking Markstrom. Jesus. Fucking Braden Holtby.
I like Braden Holtby. He won the
Zero.
Vezina like 2 years ago.
$0 for
won the
0
Vezina, like,
years. That's my
3.
offer. That's my offer for Braden Holtby. Fuck. You know who I would have said
know,
okay
he's
to?
one of
He
Vez-
is the
he won a Vez-
elite general manager of the.
Well, you know what? If my team would never be fucking overpaying for fucking dumb shit. That's what my philosophy would be. I would stay far away from the fucking big free agent signings every single year. I'd let every other team blow their wad on it, and then I would come in with cap space and take their draft picks in exchange for some shitty contract that they had on the last year.
What would be your team?
What would be my team?
Yeah.
Like with the players on it or the team name?
Like,
or?
yeah, your team name, team name, and a city.
I don't know, man.
Can't be taken already.
Ah, fuck.
It's the Jasper Junior Jumpers. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll take
I
it.
was thinking like somewhere in the States, like the
take it.
fucking I don't know, like the Peoria fucking.
Yes. The Rivermen. Yeah, Rivermen is
The-
I saw Corey Schneider played in goal for the Manitoba Moose in the
Oh, the
playoffs against
Manitoba
Peoria Rivermen.
Yeah.
He's
It was a good
Is there
game,
really
man.
a Peoria?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there
I
is.
watched that
Yeah,
game when
there
I
is.
was in Winnipeg. It was sweet. Corey Schneider before he got signed to the Canucks there. Oh, yeah.
that was their farm team.
What about the Paducah Hudsuckers?
Is that the name of the Paducah team?
I have no idea, but that's just
In
Ricochet
my-
is from Paducah. That's the only
He
reason
is
why I
from
know
Paducah.
Paducah is a fucking place.
Can't believe.
so.
Yeah, that's right.
There's another thing I want to talk about with Matt Thompson's team because what I mean by
The Matt Thompson.
the Matt Thompson.
The
C.
one and only.
C.M. Thompson
the current holder of the 804 Cup actually
from
the
Ottawa.
champion, the champion.
Yeah, I see they're going back to their shitty 2D fucking uniforms up there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
looks great, doesn't it?
Oh,
Looks
it
great.
looks
terrible.
it looks as shitty as it
Looks
did
great.
when they came into the
Yeah,
league.
it's
Sorry,
so-
Maddie.
Nice.
I love you to death,
So-
buddy.
So what Pierre Dorian has in Ottawa is cap space, and if the guy was a fucking smart general manager, he would be like taking like so for example, they got that guy from Anaheim, and he was like a $4 million cap hit.
They got Matt Murray. They signed him for like 5 years.
Disgusting,
For like $6 million.
disgusting.
Matt Murray might be good. You never know.
It's just like you don't blow your wad on shit like that. Like it's just not gonna work out for you.
The,
I mean,
I'm sorry, the goalie is the most important player on the ice.
yeah, but they're not. It's not worth that much
Most
money. Look at Carey Price. He's not worth $10 million right now. He's not.
Okay, well, not right now, but he was when they
Fuck.
signed him. They
So you don't sign him for what he's worth. You sign him for what he's going to be worth over the
you
length of the
don't know
deal.
what he's going to be worth in 10 or 5 years.
Yes, you do.
You do not. You,
I
don't.
yes, you
no,
do.
You can't.
Yes, you do. You know you're
Math-
getting older.
Math analytics
No, it's
cannot
not.
predict.
It's not even
who he's
analytics.
going to
It's
be.
that you sign the guy when he's fucking 32 years old for fucking 8 years. By the time he's at the end of the deal,
He's
there's
only
no
like-
way he's going to be
like
worth that money.
32 now. He's not that old.
It's not going to be worth the money.
not
man.
even
Like,
that
you
old.
you can tell.
He's not even that old.
You know,
He's
you just
32.
fucking quit
He
signing
was
guys.
the only reason they made the playoffs.
What, Matt?
Yeah, quite Carey Price.
Carey Price.
was the only reason that Montreal made the playoffs this
He's
year.
not worth $10 million.
He's maybe not worth. Nobody in the
he's not.
NHL is worth $10 million.
So you quit over.
no, no athlete's worth $10 million.
fuck. Like you can't put a team together this way. Look at Toronto; they're fucking got 1 million guys signed at fucking $12
And they
million
still
a year.
managed to sign two more guys for a fucking ton of money this
Yeah,
year.
but they still have more positions they need to fill.
It's because a big guy's gonna be on the move.
I know, Aston
Maybe.
Matthews. I know, I
Yeah.
told you.
Yeah.
You
But,
talk about
Austin
saving
Matthews-
Edmonton from
Austin
themselves.
Matthews.
You better fucking hope that they'll put a steak dinner fucking in front of you guys.
But let's be real,
Oh,
Edmonton's
fuck.
had over 20 years to save themselves, and they still fail to
No,
do
that's the
every
thing.
season.
That's why.
True.
That's why I'm so critical of them because they never learn and they refuse to use any other sort of insight or information from any other. It's not like they even.
Twitter is not an insider
No.
information.
They- it's not like they even get-
chastise one of their coaches for asking about coaching strategies.
No, I chastised their governor or whatever, the guy who was
Governor
the guy who was
of
fucking
the independent state of Edmonton Oilers.
yeah. So like the governor of the team or whatever the fuck Bob Nicholson is. He's so clueless. He didn't even know what kind of fucking team he wanted to run. What kind of GM do you want? What kind of team do you want to have? That's your
Doesn't he run Hockey Canada?
He used to. It's a little bit easier to run a team when you have the best players in the
guess,
entire
yeah, very
fucking
true,
country
very
and
true,
you're
very true,
disposable
very
every
true.
year. It's a
Well,
little
yeah,
bit
but
different.
even when they do that with the fucking draft, they get the best players and they still can't fucking do anything. So
No, that's the insane thing. And it's not that like it's not their top end talent that's the problem. It's at the bottom end, like when the fill in pieces, the third rounders, the fourth rounders, the shit like that never worked out until they got Ethan Bear and Caleb Jones and kind of guys
And
like that.
Clearly, that's management's fault. Why is that management's fault? The players have to take responsibility for how they play.
Because the
They have to be
management drafts the
They
the
still got to
players.
be responsible for who they are.
Well, the players are what they are, and it's up to
See, so
scouting
the-
staff and management to
no,
find
no.
the best players available and around.
Okay, so before you guys start going around the mulberry bush here,
Yeah.
you're actually both right, because it is you know, it is up to the scouts, you know, to go out there and say, but you know, we've all seen, you know, Moneyball, and that kind of gives you like a good example of like, look, like Billy Bean was supposed to be the second coming. The second coming, he was not. But once you get to where you're going, it is on you to fucking to be the person, to be worth, you know, the amount of money
I mean,
that
if-
you're making. And
But if that's your top end, it's always going to be your top end. No matter how hard you work, that's your top end.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the best that you're ever going to be. And it's up to the scouts and the GM to draft the players.
nobody
that's
can
better
predict the
than that.
future. No one can
No,
see
but that's the scout's
even
entire
12
job.
minutes
I mean,
into the future.
That's the scouts' entire job is to use information that they have at their disposal. But a lot of the time, the Oilers surround themselves with people that use gut feelings, and they don't put anyone else in
sure
any
they-
position
they
to ask a
use
question.
Analytics can be wrong too, though.
Yes,
sure
it
they
can.
use their
Yeah.
eyes,
Yes, it can.
and they
That's
they've
what I
all-
mean. They use their
they
eyes
Know, they
and
know
their
what
gut.
hockey looks like, and they know what a good hockey player
That's
looks like.
not enough. That's not
Clearly
good
it's
enough.
not enough because they've been failing for 20 years.
But
Clearly not.
Eric's right though. Like if you were to shut your eyes and look at only a fucking spreadsheet, it wouldn't be enough either.
It's not, no.
Because that's not going to tell you a lot of things like
What-
attitude and that kind of shit. And
What was
And as much as I think that intangibles and locker room and blah 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 and all that stuff, as much as I mean, it can be somewhat important, but I mean, it's not. That's not the be all and end all either.
No.
You know, like if the guy, he's a worker, his dad, like the fucking Jim Matheson special. His dad worked at a movie theater next door to the fucking place where Wayne Gretzky was born. He'd be great for the Oilers. You know, like what the fuck are you even talking about, man?
was Gretzky a number one pick?
Gretzky was never drafted.
Okay, so
I mean,
was
he
part
was.
of-
What's that?
He was part of the WHA expansion.
Yeah,
like,
he was the
came
merger.
with the yeah.
The only reason he wasn't even in the expansion draft, which did happen in 1979, there was an expansion draft. Yep. For the NHL, just basically took a lot of.
Is there anyone that you can think of in any sport that went undrafted and became a superstar?
I don't know. Was Tom Brady drafted? What happened there?
Tom
He
Brady
like
was
200th. He was like the last pick.
Oh.
Tom
Okay.
Brady went to so
like
all those teams
Yep.
not only passed on him once, they passed on him multiple times.
Yep.
They passed on the greatest quarterback, arguably.
He was
In
literally
history.
the last pick of
So
Yeah, okay.
you know, just because you have great scouts, you know, it's
it's a
Yeah, but
great-
look at Derrick Rose in the NBA, man. He got all these big contracts. Blows his knee out, he's done.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you.
You can't see it into the future.
I agree with you, but
You
you
know.
better use the best information you can and the best people that you can to make the best decision that you can, rather than going, I saw him going to the corner, like McTavish did this. I saw him go into a corner and I saw him win one battle. I knew he was my guy. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He might have been the only battle he won.
That's the kind
You know,
of decision making that leaves you with 10 ex-wives.
Yeah, like, fuck, man. Like,
Boy, howdy.
When she reached into that popcorn ball and gripped my dick, I knew she was going to be my seventh wife.
Like
Yes,
I have no problem with a team like I'm not a big fan of the old school approach because it doesn't work as well in a cap environment, because you can't just pick players and fucking take them and trade them and there's no cap implications as long as you have the bankroll. You know, like, in a cap world, you got to get value everywhere you can, and especially where you have to get value is young players on entry-level deals, because you're not going to get these. Like, if you have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl at fucking $21 million between the two of them, you better have some value in your lineup otherwise.
absolutely, of
And if you're not going to use the information that you like,
Well,
the
they
best
have
of
to.
your
They don't have a
information,
choice. They have
if you're gonna just look at a guy and go, my gut says because Holland has said this, we use gut analytics.
Honestly,
and
I
it makes
feel-
my fucking eyes roll because
Honestly, I feel
Jesus
like
Christ.
they've signed good players. They just haven't panned out with it. Like Tobias Reeder, the year they signed him, he was a good player. He was a good signing, but he just didn't work for the.
didn't work, and he hasn't worked on a team
there's
since.
a lot. Yeah, it's true. But there's a lot of players that sign with the Oilers that just don't work out
Like-
with the Oilers.
Like Lucic, you could have told. I could have
Lucic
told you.
probably would have been a good player.
I told.
on every other team.
I don't
except
think
for the
so.
Oilers.
No, I could have told you he was done at 27. I could have told you because he had back problems.
I didn't know.
Yes,
that,
he
no.
had back problems. It was documented. Like I fucking read it.
Yeah, but his first year with the Oilers was decent. He still had like 50-something points.
It was
his first
decent,
year.
but then his attitude started to suck when he started to have troubles. You know, he started to kind of go in a spiral where he just wasn't there anymore. He mentally wasn't there, you know. And you could see it when the Flames went in the playoffs. He started to show up a little bit when he was, into it. But it was a bad deal. Like fuck me. Like that's my problem with signing those kind of contracts when they're 28 is like you're not gonna get. You're paying for what's the best that they already were. You're not, and you're just betting on them continuing that, and that's a
Do you not think
bad
Taylor
plan.
Hall's the best he's already been? He's not going to get any better.
I think Taylor Hall is as good as he's going to get.
I think he's
How
already-
old is he?
Taylor Hall,
He's like
27,
28,
28, somewhere in there.
29.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
you,
28.
you've pretty much figured
Yep.
it
I
out
don't-
by
I
then.
don't
You know what
I mean,
he is
That's
now.
why
Yeah.
I don't think Taylor Hall is a good signing.
Well, he is. He won a Hart Trophy fucking 3 years ago. I
So
mean,
did
Jesus.
Jose Theodore.
Yeah,
So
but
did
have
not,
any of
not,
the teams?
not 3 years ago.
He still won a trophy. Okay, well, winning
You
a
just
trophy.
say so did Jose.
Yeah, no,
Theodore.
he has. No, that's actually true. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
very true. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Jose Theodore's won. Chris Pronger's won a Hart Trophy.
Yeah.
I
I'd
don't
take-
think he deserved the Hart Trophy the year he won it.
Okay.
But that's another argument.
That's
but
another
anyway,
argument, yes.
But yes, you can have a really good year and you could win all the awards and you can be amazing. Absolutely. But I think Taylor Hall is a 60, 70 point player with injury issues. I absolutely think
I
that's
agree
what
with
he
you
is.
on the injury issues.
I think
but-
and you don't fucking pay that guy $9 million.
No, I wouldn't pay him $9 million. And I wouldn't.
You don't pay him $8 million. You pay him less than Nuge is what you pay him. I
Well-
think Nuge is worth more than Taylor Hall right now.
I don't know because Nuge isn't as like he's impactful on the
Nuge is
defensive side.
impactful on every aspect.
He's a very important part of that fucking
Dude,
team.
he would have had
Don't
like
get me wrong
75
there.
points this year.
He's a very, very, very important part
He's
of that team. But
integral
Taylor
to
Hall
that team.
would put, it's kind of like the thing that puts you over the top.
But he didn't though. He was there in 7 years. He didn't put them over the top.
He was the
He
best
didn't.
player on the team for 5 years until he was
Maybe for-
traded.
maybe for
6
5.
years. He was the best player on the team
Was he
for
the best
6
Was
years.
he the best player when Connor McDavid was there? Was he the best player when Leandro Draisaitl was there?
No, because he
was he
wasn't on
was-
the team anymore.
Yeah, no, he was there for.
He was
like,
traded. They
there for,
sit
like-
next year.
No, he was there for like a year of
Well,
them.
1 year, and he played like 80 minutes with Connor McDavid.
I just don't think. I think he's overrated. That's
He's
just
just
my
not. He's just you're wrong. He's just not overrated.
I just think he's overrated.
He's not.
He had 58 points this year. It's not a good.
He played on the fucking shittiest teams in the league. Even when he was in Edmonton, he played on the
Okay,
shittiest
okay,
team in
so
the league, and
the
he was
best players-
he had like a 70% goal share when he's on the ice. When he was off the ice, the Oilers had like fucking 30. So the problem's not Taylor Hall. The problem is the guys they put around him. It's the same reason Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl are struggling. It's because it's not their fault. It's the guys they put around them. If your third line is giving up fucking 30, if your goal share when your third line's on the ice, you're 30%. When McDavid and Draisaitl are on the ice, it's like 70%. So you're getting 70% of the goals when they're on the ice. As soon as your third line hops over, they give it right back.
Friggin' average though. Like the third line is the
No.
third. They're not supposed to.
No, the
score, like-
objective is to get more goals every single line than to every single line you want to at least 50. 50.
Okay, that's okay. Fair.
So, I
fair,
mean,
okay.
So that the best players aren't the problem. That's my argument. You need more good players. That's what the Oilers need. They don't need more grit. They don't.
No,
need
because the Oilers have had good players come and go constantly, and they can't make anything of them until they go to another team.
you missed my complete argument. Where the Oilers.
You're right. Yeah, no, I was vaguely listening, but I was
No.
uploading.
So
to
my
that
argument
Instagram.
is when the best players are on the ice, the team is succeeding, but the team still loses because the rest of the team gives up more than the elite players can score.
I feel
It's
like
all
it must
about goals in and goals out, man.
It must have to do with the coaching staff, man. Like, because these players are good. Like they
Well, they're
can
even
they
good
play,
in
why,
Edmonton.
But why can they play
They've had
cohesively
so
with the
many
team when they're
coaches.
not?
I
on that-
just
Well,
don't.
they're
know how.
even good in Edmonton.
I
though.
don't know how it's the coaches. Edmonton's had like 7 coaches in like 10 years.
They've
I
had
don't know how it's the coaches that are the problem.
they've had
I
like
don't know how it's the
2
problem.
bad ones. Like Rennie was good, Kruger was good, Aikens was very
Kruger
bad.
Was good. Was Rennie a good coach?
Rennie was a good coach.
Was he?
Yep. I mean that tandem of Rennie and Kruger when Kruger was running the
Kruger
power
was
play
rad. I really
and
like
and,
Rennie,
and
yeah.
Rennie was the head coach was awesome.
Kruger's really good. I really like Kruger.
Yep. I mean, and he got Buffalo off to a hot start, and then they kind of fizzled.
Yeah, he's gonna get fired.
And then they kind of fizzled. But yeah, like I'll have to say the Oilers did pretty good today. I can't complain about it really.
No, it was a good
but if it's because they kept the contract numbers down, and that's what I want
Yeah.
Holland to do.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I would do. It's just you bargain
I'm
shop.
glad he kept the
Why the
contract.
fuck
down.
would
He
you
got
blow your
good
brains?
players.
Why the fuck would you blow your brains out? It's a buyer's market right now, and especially on the goaltender. When I'm hearing this bullshit,
I don't think it's a buyer's market. I think with COVID and the flat cap, I don't think it's a buyer's market.
that's
If it was
making it a
buy-
buyer's market.
If it was a buyer,
That's what
yeah,
making
sorry.
it.
No, yeah, sorry, it's not a seller's market. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's a buyer. Like right now with a flat cap, and there's only so many jobs, especially with the goaltending.
Yeah.
So you have 2 goaltending jobs per team. You know, not including the minor leagues and whatever other, or third string goalies or anything like that. You have 2 jobs. There was like fucking something like 15 goalies available at the start of today that were good enough, probably that you could call them at least a backup. So why the fuck would you overpay? Why would you give Matt Murray $6.5 million? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Any of those goals? They didn't get any of.
No, but I'm just talking anybody. Why the fuck, Dorian? What are you doing? And then Dorian, get a pick for your cap space. You have like 9 million. Ottawa Senators right now have about 9 million in dead cap plus what they paid Murray, 6 million, and they're still $10 million below the floor. They have to get there to be, they have to get to. They need to spend $10 million in cap space. So hello, Chris Russell. Down the road you go to fucking Ottawa,
I
and
hope so.
Dorian's not even asking for a fucking draft pick. If you're giving up cap space, that like if you have cap space, it's valuable, so valuable right now. What you should be doing is fucking I'll take your shitty contract. You get cap space, you give me a 2nd round pick. I'll take your shitty contract and a 2nd round pick for a 7th round pick. And there you go. Your negative value contract's now mine. I gained a pick, and he's off the books next year, and I don't give a fuck. But now you can spend some money. That's how you leverage your situation. That's what a smart GM would do. But as Matt Thompson so succinctly put it, both of our GMs are vacuum cleaner salesmen who start the day with 10 vacuums and end the day with 14. It's best they never met. Wow. And he's somewhat correct there. I mean, because probably Ken Holland did okay today, but I find it hard to believe that he didn't try to fucking shoot himself in the foot with a goalie or some fucking bullshit like that.
Trying to get a goalie. He needs a goalie.
Lots of options still.
Yeah, well, that's why he didn't sign a goalie.
Lots of options. Thomas Grace, Corey Crawford. Like, fuck me.
I'm surprised Thomas Grace or Corey Crawford.
I'd even take Corey Schneider as a backup. Like, fuck.
I'd take him too.
There's 3. Like, you could have a goalie for $1 million, $1.5 million. Well, especially a guy like Schneider who's been bought out. I mean, fuck, he's still getting paid from New Jersey, so fucking sign him to a cheap deal because he's still getting his money already.
That's true. That's true.
So I mean, anyway, end of free agency rant.
End of free agency rant.
End of draft rant.
But final thoughts on the Oilers moves. We got a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle.
I think it's a thumbs up.
Thumbs up?
I'm giving the Oilers a thumbs up today.
Big old thumbs down for me here, Chief. I
Yeah,
gotta
thumbs
say,
down.
I just feel that they always make the wrong moves, and this year's gonna be no fucking different.
He knows. So we'll see when the season starts to be like, ladies and gentlemen, your Edmonton Oilers.
Nice.
Every year since what, like 86?
1991.
Yeah, that year probably sucked.
Yep.
There's a couple little bright spots in there. But
There were some good things that happened in 1981.
Yeah, I
some
think the
bright
Leafs
spots
made
today.
some decent moves, and I'm happy about the grit
Leafs,
that's coming
yeah.
to this team. So I'm looking forward to it.
what about the cap situation? Like, what the?
I don't know what they're gonna do.
What the
A
fuck,
big name's got to go. But with this, with the second wave of COVID coming, I don't think I
There's
think
gonna be some vacancies.
there will be some vacancies. And I think the start date.
No, I'm just saying these young kids are gonna be like, fuck, I got $6 million. I'm gonna get a bunch of hookers, and then they're gonna get sick, and that's gonna be it. That's like, son of a bitch, wasn't in your contract yet.
Imagine if someone took all that money and bought an island, but didn't do anything wrong on the island.
Oh, I was gonna say
know?
Gerald
Like-
Leonard did that.
like
Until you
opened,
said didn't do anything wrong.
Bought an island and opened like a homeless shelter in the tropics.
yeah,
and then like,
yeah,
holy
yeah.
fuck, that guy's an awesome dude. Did you see
Yeah,
what
like
the
if
fuck he
Austin
did?
Matthews is like, you know what? Thanks, no thanks. I'm gonna buy an island. And they're all like, oh no. And then you see it's like Austin Matthews Island for the sick and the weary.
10 years later, you see Austin Matthews, Soylent Green.
Oh, geez.
Well, you know what? You just can't trust a guy who dresses like that with that mustache. It's
the
kind of
mustache fucking really.
It's really
I don't
eerie,
like it.
you know,
I
like-
don't like it.
Inga was like, I think I was watching it and they showed a picture of Austin Matthews or him on TV or something, and she was like, that guy creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's creepy as
I was
fuck.
like, that guy creeps me the fuck out. Who is he? And I was like, oh, he plays for the Leafs. And she's like, oh, good. It's not the Oilers. I don't have to fucking see him all the time.
Yeah. So yeah.
Is she creeped out by Nuge's pretend mustache?
That is adorable.
It is adorable. I agree. But
Okay.
it's
One
very,
time, by the
He's
time-
got- he's got like a Pinot mustache.
I know it's
By
very,
the
I know it's very adorable. I agree. I know.
You know what?
It's not very normal. It's like, you know,
It's adorable.
old, somewhat Italian man normal.
No,
it's
absolutely,
it's
absolutely.
it's great to see Nuge, who's like fucking 27 years old,
Yeah.
standing next to Evan Bouchard, who's like 19.
Yeah.
Because Evan Bouchard has like a full-on 5 o'clock shadow,
Yeah.
like a couple of minutes after he shaves.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of these players is
Nuge is still
27,
getting,
and one
like,
of these
he's
players
fine.
has been in the league for like 10 fucking years, and the
Yeah.
other one's been in the league. It's his rookie year.
Yeah.
Pick which one is it? Well, okay. They even have a segment on the Nielsen show on TSN 1260 where things like text in things old man Bouchard said before practice today, and it's
Another thing I don't like about this Austin Matthews character, though, is that he's trying to help bring Crocs back, and I'm just not keen on that.
Does he
You
wear
don't like Crocs?
I don't like Crocs, I don't like Justin Bieber, and he's a fan of both of them.
Does he fucking wear Crocs with suits? If he's wearing
I could
Crocs
assume
with a
that only a man with that kind of mustache is capable
He-
of pulling
he's
off that kind of fashion fiasco.
Probably wears
He's
Crocs
fucking
with
millennials.
suits
you
and
know
they're
what?
He's probably got wool
Weirdo.
fucking socks in on those fucking Crocs, too.
All of those Leafs players, they all dress like they all have this weird style of like wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt to the fucking game or something. Like
Yeah.
Mickey
Well,
Mouse.
they're all
fucking-
fucking 8.
Yeah,
Like,
you know.
I hear Mitch Marner's gonna have a bitching clown and magician at
Yeah.
his fucking birthday.
Well, he's turning 14. He's got
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
The great clown of Chicago.
Yeah.
What else do we got on the docket there today, boss?
Well, yeah, we got some stuff. I do want to tell a quick funny story that I think you might be able to identify with about.
right.
We took Tommy for his checkup and to get some booster shots.
Oh, nice.
Happy, healthy.
Good.
Got the weight. He's about 42 pounds.
Is that like average?
He's average.
That's more than Bruce, I think.
Got
this is, yeah.
got the height. Now, I'm not going to say his height, but I'm going to tell you right now, I am only 2 feet 4 inches taller than my son.
So he's 1'6", eh?
No, my son, not Bruce.
Ah,
And not me.
Yeah.
Not me.
So he's 2 feet tall.
So yeah, I think he was coming. He's like 3 feet 4, or something like that. He's
Well,
like
it's-
slightly
it's-
above
it's
average.
hard to
yeah.
tell with those
So he's
fucking
probably-
Hulk hands he has. You know, I gotta say.
So he's probably like this high. He's probably like almost as tall as I am.
He's he's
sitting
a
down.
little bit shorter, but he's fucking
Yeah,
like
you're always sitting down.
I know.
Yeah, Bruce is 42 inches, so that's about the same probably.
yeah.
3.5 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tommy's just like fucking like the weight is just
Yeah. He's dense, eh?
he is.
Yeah.
You know, when we saw Chris and Amanda for Christmas a couple of years ago, I mean, he was even heavy then. So you're trying to pick him up, and you're like, whoa. And then you go to pick up, their daughter, and it's like you're gonna throw her through the fucking roof. She's
Yeah.
like light as a feather.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, yeah, hey.
It's like when you grab a salad bowl that you think's made of glass, but it's really made of plastic, and you fucking huck salad all over the kitchen.
Salad.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's getting that?
Maybe it's life experience. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm sure one of us has salad once in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, my
One
shortness.
Friday.
One time.
It was just sad. She said the height, and I'm like, can you say that again? And she's like, yeah, he's this, and I'm like, I'm 2 fucking feet
But
taller
but
than
neither
him.
of your neither of your like families are very tall either. So like chances
No,
are
we're Italian and
probably
Irish,
gonna-
and
he's not gonna hit too high.
you can see my dad now. I mean, he's slowly shrinking, and like I'm taller than my dad now.
Yeah, see, it's not gonna be like Tyson, where his boy is gonna be taller than him by the time he's 14.
yeah, pretty much.
No.
Like you're gonna be
14,
good.
it's
You're still
like
gonna be able
10.
to rough him up.
Fuck yeah, well, of course, yeah. Well, my fucking grandmother before she died, I mean, she was like a fucking prune. I mean, and she was fucking tiny as shit. You're like,
and
where's
shrinking and
grandma's here? You're like, where's Nana? It's like, oh,
No, I thought
whoa.
it was the California raisins.
Shit, I stepped on Nana. It's a sad day. It's a sad day when Eric stepped on Nana. Totally ruined Easter for everybody.
Oh, there's a really inappropriate.
I would just like to wish my nana. I would just like to wish my nana a speedy recovery from her medical travails at the moment.
Did she listen to this? Because she probably shouldn't if she's ill.
She doesn't listen to this, but I just, I know some people in my family do, and I just wanted.
Well, I apologize for them as well.
Yeah, I apologize for them too.
Like
So-
not for myself, but for everyone.
No,
else.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
I'm great.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm great.
But I just hope
If you're
she
our
makes a speedy
family, don't
recovery.
listen to this show.
I
100%.
kind of want them to listen.
I'll drink excessively to that.
If my dad had a way to listen to this, he would totally listen to it, and he would just be like probably on the floor.
Doesn't he get on the
laughing.
YouTubes?
Guy? So
He can't use the
my
YouTube.
dad. Oh my God, no! There's no computer in that house.
I don't
like,
know. I've
fucking-
admitted, yeah. I don't
He probably has like internet in his package, but fucking
know.
He doesn't use it.
no, fuck
I don't know.
no.
I pay $60 a month for it.
He hates the, you know, I tell him about like, you know, like sending pictures to you know, Greg and my mom and shit. And,
Yeah, but doesn't he send thumb drives for that kind of stuff?
okay, so yeah, so he's like, okay, well, he's like, well, because he has one of those picture frames that like you put like a USB in and it just like shows like a slideshow. So he's like, well, we'll put some pictures on it for me, and I'm like, well, Greg can fucking do that for you. So like 2 weeks later, I get a fucking envelope in the mail, and inside the envelope is a return envelope already stamped and ready to go with a USB in it. And I'm like, this fucking guy wants me to, I'm like, so I tell him like, Dad, don't like what's gonna take us like a month in mail takes about 2 seconds of Greg coming over to your place and uploading the shit.
Yeah.
So he goes like, oh, you kids and your smartphones. I'm like, yeah, us kids and our smartphones are getting information out fast.
Yeah.
It's like, you're in the past, man.
Yeah. About 3 seconds, we'll have those pictures already there. You know.
He's so old. It's adorable.
Yeah.
Like, he just fucking, it's just not happening.
You remember how we were watched Naked Gun over here? We started it,
Of
and I was
course.
like, "We got to stop this. I got to watch this with my dad."
Yeah.
So we fucking did that last weekend. We fucking go. I went over there. We actually watched the second one, where like the guy's trying to take over the world, and the guy in the wheelchair is like an imposter.
Fucking Robert
and all-
Goulet,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Robert Goulet.
That was the one. Yeah. And I'm like, so I'm there, and like my dad knows how to use the Netflix and the Prime Video and all that shit. And I'm like, see, and he's like, I don't even know this shit was on Netflix. I'm like, no, it's not, Dad. It's on Apple. You know, it's on iTunes. You just rent it. He's like, well, you rent it like in the store. I'm like, yeah, you rent it. And you just click. And he's like,
The
well,
store's right here on my phone.
he's like, how do you pay for it? I'm like, well, it's linked to my account. I just put money on it, and it's, you know. And he's like, oh, I wouldn't even know how to. I'm like, well, if you ever like, there's a movie I really feel like watching, and it's not on any of these platforms. I said, just click on the fucking movies and search for it, and then it'll say like rent $3.99 or some shit, or maybe not, something else, $2.99, whatever. And I said, just click on it and say watch now, and if there's money in my account, it will.
Yeah.
No problem. And he was like, well, I wouldn't know how to get out of the, you know, to get into the, and I'm like, well, you just don't go on Netflix. And he's like, so I don't. And, you know, I was just kind of explaining. But at the end of it, he just kind of went, nah, fuck it. If I want to watch one of this shit, I'll just call you.
Katie's dad is finally getting a hold on like the fucking PS4, like how to use it and how to work it, which I told you guys
The disc.
the fucking
horror
disc
story?
on top. So what he was trying to do was I think he got into the PlayStation store and then was trying to get out of it, but fucking couldn't. And then,
What game you buy you?
it was probably something shitty that I didn't even know he bought. But he and that's why the disc was out. He just couldn't get out, and he ended up fucking ejecting the disc, and that was that. But I think he's finally starting to get to the hang. I'm like, just if you get into something you can't get out, just keep hitting circle.
So you,
Of course, he's got to hold the control. He's like, well, all right, which one is the circle? So fucking old people and their fucking technology.
pretty good though.
It's
My
just fucking-
my dad's got an iPhone though now, and he knows how to text and fucking. He doesn't know how to send pictures or nothing,
Yeah.
but like he can text and like people send him pictures, and he can show me the pictures.
Right.
And I was like, text me those pictures. And he's like, you have to come around
I
and
know how to open a text message. My dad doesn't know how to do that.
open a text message.
No, he doesn't know how to open a text message.
Does your dad know how to unmute his
No,
microphone?
well,
or-
like he'll see the text message and then he'll like just like read like parts of it, and then he'll like, I got part of the message, and I'm like, Dad, there's like still 14,000 lines you didn't read when you clicked on the. Did you click on the message? He's like, no, it's right there. I'm like, no, it's not. You gotta click on the message.
and then
Who's texting
scroll
him
down.
fucking novels.
Okay, well, there's not like.
I think
stuff.
Justin probably does.
I text
It's
like.
because he doesn't talk
Dude,
on the
I've seen.
phone. He's
Well,
just-
it's just usually one long run-on sentence with no punctuation or capitalization.
That's not true.
It is 100% true. I don't know how you're passing lit in university.
Listen.
Oh man.
This isn't call out Justin Hour at the Wheels Blues podcast.
I kind of feel like it is. This is cathartic.
Yeah, right? Everyone can hate on the cripple because his life is somewhat easier than theirs.
It's the end of my first full week back at work.
What?
And I'm salty. I'm
Yeah.
salty, and I need someone. And who better
I
than?
don't fucking care that you're salty.
We have
You
to
didn't
work
the
for
good
our
I
money,
didn't ask you.
Justin.
That's the whole point of being salty.
don't
You're not
give a
asking someone.
salt-
Do you mind if I'm salty to you right now?
Oh, I have to make
Yeah, I'm
pizzas.
salty.
Oh no.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
so
I have to
sad.
sit
I'm
around
really-
and collect Aish. Oh.
I'm not salty though. That's
Yeah, now that I'm back
kind of
working, I
really
can go back
are.
to bitching about people fucking taking money.
Yeah, now that you've been taking money for the government for the last year, it's good to be back on that instant turnaround. Dad just gonna be like, yo, it was
These fucking
sweet.
bums.
But these fucking assholes who are collected CERB,
Yeah.
I tell you,
Get back to work.
They're fucking the economy. After my 18-month hiatus from the job site, I just really feel like these people aren't taking care, and they're not really trying very hard.
Speaking of being pissed off,
Ooh.
Oh, I'm bringing the mic in. I want to
we're all pretty animated, guys.
We have our moments.
We
somewhat
have our moments.
grumpy old men. A little
I
bit.
want to know what video game was the fucking be all end all. I can't fucking play this. This is pissing me off too much. Controllers thrown. You know,
Well,
anger, straight anger at a
Straight
fucking.
rage quit.
okay.
Yeah. Like I'm fucking done with you.
See, I've done the most damage playing a game that I love. I don't hate it. I've like 100%ed it on the PS1. But I was playing Final Fantasy VIII and I was trying to fight Jumbo Cactar, and I fucking died after like a long battle, and I fucking boot fucked my television. So I had this little like 13-inch tube TV, and luckily it had like a glass plate in front of the tube, but like it was always on the floor in the corner of my room or in the closet. And so yeah, I fucking die, and it felt like it was probably like 45 minutes, and I'm like, fuck, throw my controller, I stand up, I kick the goddamn glass out, like barefoot, boot it, fucking shatter it. And then I had a Phoenix Pinion, so my party got revived, and it did fire damage and killed Jumbo Cactar.
So you're like, I win.
So I'm just glad I didn't break my controller and the TV still worked. But like, that's probably the angriest I've been at a video game.
That was Final Fantasy VII for me, trying
Yeah?
to beat Ruby Weapon.
Dude, fuck, Ruby Weapon's easy. It's Emerald. It's a cox.
Well, I beat Emerald Weapon, and then I was trying to beat Ruby
Well,
Weapon.
you just come over to my house and you beat Emerald Weapon.
Well, I mean, I was 14 or something then. Like,
Well,
it was,
you
I was
can-
playing
you
it
can
on
do
like.
now. I need the trophy.
Okay. Well, I still get angry at video games, but Hotline Miami, that motherfucker.
Dude, you don't even you get pleasantly angry. Your hockey talk
You
is
get
actual
angry waking up.
No, dude, we were playing Hotline Miami too last night. Like Tyson and I had a nice little like birthday dinner together. It was
Nice,
like,
very
like a
nice,
nice
very
romantic little dinner, and then
Was.
we fucking slayed
Fancy.
people in Miami.
Did
too,
you
Hotline
hold
Miami
hands while you slayed
too.
people?
No, there was no.
Well, we cooked. We kind of did.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we cooked some steaks together. It was,
Wait,
it was
wait.
very nice.
What kind of steaks do we cook?
So Tyson's an absolute sweetheart, and he brought wagyu beef steaks over.
Oh, you didn't bring them for us tonight?
Fuck you!
You
It's
and
my
your
birthday
fucking
month,
steaks.
right? This guy.
Well,
Wait till December and then fist yourself instead of
I could kind of only afford one extra
No, I know, I
Wagyu
know.
steak,
How-
and
how
I
was-
decided to give it to the birthday boy.
I'm number one.
That's awesome.
So anyway,
That's really good. How was the Wagyu steak? I would like to
oh,
know.
it's fucking. It was better than we had. It was better than the one I had at the Fairmont.
Oh, wow. Cool. Awesome.
It was thicker. It was cooked better. Overall, more enjoyable.
Garlic butter and
Did
thyme,
Gar-
It looked,
garlic butter, thyme.
pepper.
I will say
salt.
this: it looked a little under for my like.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so the thing is with that kind of cut of meat,
I wouldn't be allowed to eat. I would go in and they would ask you like, how are you gonna cook this? And I would tell them, they'd be like, we're not allowed to.
you wouldn't pay like at the Fairmont. It was $80 for the cut of meat, no sides, just that piece of meat cooked to your plate.
Katie was telling me that. Yeah.
And like, you know what? It was good, but it was thin, and it was kind of like, well, I wanted it rare, and like they tried to cook it rare, but it was too fucking thin. I was just like,
Right.
I would never pay that much money. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But like, and then Tyson brings these over, and we just fucking pan fry them in butter and toss them in the oven, like 6 minutes cook time total. And Tyson doesn't like rare steaks either, but he fucking it's the texture is different with that because it's so marbled.
Right.
It's not like you're getting like stringy bits of fat or like that kind of fleshy, gooey.
Yeah.
It is a fucking wonder and a wonderful experience.
It's like the fat is coating your entire mouth and throat and
Yeah.
everything. Like you don't cut the fat off and throw it away. You just fucking chew it because it's like butter.
Because you
It
don't
melts.
have to chew it.
Yeah, you don't have to chew it. You don't hardly have to chew the fucking steak.
But,
So
You can pretty much just like if you didn't have teeth, you would eat that steak without a problem.
Yeah.
so you have a wonderful dinner.
Yes, and so yeah,
And
Tyson,
then-
Tyson does not get that angry. We were playing Hotline Miami 2. It's fucking hard,
Yeah.
and we're dying over and over again. And Tyson's anger is like, fuck, damn it, no, I can do this. We got this, and that's it. That's as angry as he gets. He thinks that's angry. He
Well-
doesn't listen to himself about hockey
Yeah.
because his angry video game, like Hotline Miami 2, can't be your angry video game.
Well, like if you heard me at home while I'm trying to beat the level that I don't have help on, and it's like 11, and I want to go to bed, and I have 2 levels, and if I quit now, I have to start over. The levels
Yeah,
it took me like 2 hours to get that far. I'm pretty fucking mad every time
Yeah,
I'm dying.
I can get that.
Inga's like, will you just fucking quit playing this fucking game? I hate this game. You're just yelling at the computer screen. And I'm like, motherfucker! And then like back and so yeah. But yeah, it's easy when you can pass a controller.
Yeah,
off
yeah, that's true.
and go like, here you
Okay.
fucking go.
Okay,
Like,
that's
you
fair,
you
that's fair.
fucking try it.
Because I was like, dude, you don't get that. Like, I get angrier than you.
Well, that ruby weapon, man, fuck.
Dude, I will beat Ruby Weapon
I was
in,
like,
a fucking-
I was fucking throwing the controller, like ripping the disc out of the fucking PlayStation, throwing it, when I was young, I was fucking getting mad. That was a rage quit game for me.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Wheels-
Seven never got me that angry, but
The Zelda Link to the Past, the
Uh,
fucking Sand Palace.
you're old.
The Desert Palace, man.
You haven't encountered a
Desert
game
Pal-
that's made you angry since 1989?
Well, I'm annoyed by lots of. I have no comment about my age.
I'm sorry. Continue, please.
I have had lots of games that make me angry, but I just stopped playing them, and I just don't play them anymore. And I'm just annoyed that I paid for them, and then I didn't play them. That's my anger.
you're
I-
done
I-
with them. You're just like, I fucking paid for this and fuck.
Yeah, it's impossible. Like Bloodborne, fuck that game. I want to play that game, but it's so
I
fucking,
love it so much, and I can't do it.
It's
The thing
yeah,
that frustrates me is I want to experience that game.
yeah, absolutely. I want
And
to.
I'm not gonna get good because I can't just dedicate enough time to one video game.
Yeah,
like that.
it's no. So if there's like a current video game, it's Bloodborne.
yeah.
Fucking, I hate that game, but I'm so angry that I can't.
Dude, the first 2 weeks of fucking quarantine, man, I played Bloodborne every day and I couldn't
No.
bother the hell out of me.
How far did you get in that game? I couldn't even beat the first fucking like main boss.
Oh, I beat the first main boss. I got to the sewers,
Okay.
and then I couldn't get any further.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
kept dying on easy, guys.
Yeah, it's
such a beautiful
so
game,
hard.
too.
It's so pretty, so beautiful.
That's why I want to like Sekiro, and I want to play the new Demon Souls on
Yeah,
PS5 because
absolutely.
it looks fucking amazing. But I'm not gonna be able to enjoy it.
No.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Link to the Past. What about you, Devil underscore?
Well, so it's two kind of.
Like double the game for your double underscore.
Yeah. So, Call of Duty Online, any version,
Yeah.
when you play core.
They make you angry, yeah.
So it's just like, so if you play core, there's hardcore, which is like, there's no HUD. It's all like friendly fire. So, if you're on my team, you come around the corner and I shoot you,
Okay.
then you're dead. But on core,
Yeah.
that shit's, it's like cartoon. So like if we're on opposite teams, you come around the corner and I put like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 bullets into your head, and then you kill me with a shotgun blast.
Oh, dude,
And then-
shotguns are the shit in that though. Come around the corner, just bang.
And then you fucking catch them. So then you catch them in a spawn trap if you really know the map.
Yeah.
So you book it to where they're gonna spawn out, and it's like so that you respawn in, and then you're like, I'm gonna get that, and you don't even get to say fucker, and he's killed you again. And then you're having a few pops, it's late at night, and you get a little slammy with the fucking controller. And then you're like, these fuckers. I remember there was one time, I literally was, I think I got killed 7 times in about maybe 45 seconds.
That.
That was me thinking.
Okay.
That's
Okay, I was
what
just
I
like,
think.
fuck, Tyson's adjusting his boom there, and it just. He turned his mic off. What the fuck?
I know. I thought it was like coming through the boom arm somehow.
Episode 34. Somebody cut the cheese. A whodunit. So yeah, they come around and it was like I literally got killed like 7 times in less than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I calmly yet insanely looked at Katie. I looked back at the TV. I took my controller and I fucking threw it across the room. And Katie's just like head shake and like back into what she's doing.
Can't be
And
doing
like
it when controllers are fucking $80, man. Like the DualSense, you gonna throw a $100 controller across the room?
which is not why I needed to borrow your controller. This was
Yeah, wait a second.
I'm talking.
Hang on a minute.
So that would have happened in Call of Duty World War II. So that would have happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah, you know, that's the worst kind of fucking rage quit anger too. Like, because afterwards you just feel like a stupid idiot.
Because you know the kid's fucking like 8, and it's like Mitch Marner's fucking playing against you.
Yeah, but also like you feel like a stupid idiot. You're like, fuck, that was dumb. What the fuck?
Yeah, well,
You're
of
like,
course, because it's a video game.
Yeah,
and,
and
you
you
know.
got a stupid reason.
So, do you have a single player one? Because online could get fucking frustrating.
No, single player. I usually cruise through single because it's fucking organized. You're working as a fucking unit. It would be like playing a fucking Rainbow Six. You know, I know where guys are gonna go. It's not like, you know, the online match starts and everybody fucking and you're getting immediately killed from somebody behind you. It's like that would never happen in real life.
But I think of shooters because I think of like fucking getting so goddamn mad at Boomer, fucking Squad B and SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. There's a fucking like mission 4, and you're going through the jungle, and you got to go all these like stilted buildings in this rice farm, and you're going through, and fucking Boomer will just be like, hostile fire sighted, opening fire, and you use the little microphone and be like, hold fire, and they'll be like, target eliminated, and it's like, no, because then you just hear the M60s light up, and you're like, you stupid fuck. I told you like I could only get that mission done by saying Bravo team hold position and then going through as a goddamn tandem team, and that's it.
See, that kind of shit would get me in Far Cry 5. Or any Far Cry for that matter. It's like, you know, if you're sending, or no, I guess it was Far Cry 5. You know, if you're sending, if you have an animal or if you have like another person fucking with you and you hit like the wrong button and they're like, targeting my sights. You're like, no, don't fucking shoot. And then they shoot and then it just pops off and you're like, fuck.
Dude, the fucking dog is the only thing worth having.
The dog and the fucking bear.
Like the
cheeseburger is fucking dope. Like
it's just like those games are best on solo.
Yes. Yeah. Just fucking creeping around. And then my second game, kind of indirectly, was MLB The Show, playing franchise. I didn't know about the variable umpire option. So I'm playing these games and I'm getting fucking calls that are like the bullshit calls.
Yeah,
and
you're
I'm
like, this is a fucking, how are this bullshit?
I'm like, is Joe West the fucking umpire? And I would just be like, what in the fuck? I'm like, fuck. Like, it's a ball. It's outside. It's clear. It's right there. And then I'm going, I remember
fucking
once.
hit me for Christ's sake. How is that a strike?
And I remember like deleting the game and then reinstalling it and then having to go through my settings. And I was like, what the fuck is variable umpire? And then you read the description of what it says and I'm like, what the fuck? So for those of you who don't know, variable umpire means that you can set the umpire to be like a real life umpire where he's going to miss some fucking calls, or you can set him to a strike is a strike and a fucking ball is a ball and an out is an out. Yeah. I had no idea for like 2 years of MLB.
Which, if you think about it, is pretty fucking genius for a game developer. It's
Sony
to
San
include.
Diego fucking knocks it out of the park. Pun fully intended.
Yeah, they make every great.
It's going to be awesome now that that's going multi-platform, because it's going to be Sony Studios presents the best fucking baseball sim on the planet.
My only problem with that is that the road to the show has just gone like
See, I'm not a big Road to the Show guy.
it's-
I mean,
it's-
franchise all
Talk
the
to
way.
those San Diego fellas on the goddamn Twitter.
No, but they think it's good, but it's just gone to
A lot of
shit.
people do like Road to the Show. A lot of people do.
I loved Road to the Show.
No, they like it now. They like it now.
changed it. It's like
You just
now
don't
you
like
all
change, guy.
well, like it used to be. You could build the player that you want.
You hate change.
Now you're shoehorned into you're a good hitter, but you suck at running. You're a good thrower, but you suck at hitting. You know,
Imagine
and that kind of
realistic
bullshit.
stats
Well,
where there's gotta be a
but you can
balance
Yeah, but
build
it's
your
ability.
shit
It's
up.
a fucking video game.
You build your
man.
shit up.
No, yeah, but you can't really though, like because
you
you
can.
you have you have limit, you have stat caps.
Do you know how you solve that problem? Make yourself a pitcher.
Well, it doesn't really because you would be good at movement but not good at velocity then, or something, or your stamina would be shit, or something. There's always a weakness.
Right.
So before you could be a 5-tool player, because and it would just be, and you could do it just by playing. You didn't have to buy anything. You'd have to do nothing. You just, I mean, still you don't have to buy anything.
Yeah.
But it's just you can buy little power ups and shit. And I just don't like how it's like, and you're shoehorned into this like 27th round, and then your name gets called. And before if you played really good in the showcase, you could be like a first round pick or whatever, which is what. I mean, why the fuck am I? Why am I? And it's like, oh, it's his last chance to make it into the bigs. If his dreams are gonna come, it's like, fuck off. It's the same narrative of every sports game ever.
That
The
makes
last
it
fucking
real.
Oh, it's the same one as like the last fucking every sports game does this shit. No, fuck that. I want to be a first round, like, it's a video game.
I like the NBA fucking like character shit. Like, you're playing in the neighborhood. Like, the character always seems to be like is he black? Is he white? We don't know.
don't know.
Talks. He sounds like maybe he might be a little more urban, but he dresses like he's from the suburbs. Like,
Yeah, you don't know, and like it's such a cool idea with what 2K has done.
yeah.
But it's just such a fucking crock of
His
shit.
name
of
is
these-
Zach, but it's spelled incorrectly.
Well, it's like so you have this whole neighborhood. Like I think it's even bigger now. Like you have this whole fucking
it's
neighborhood.
huge. As of I haven't played 2K21, but 20.
It's huge, but it's this huge crock of shit of micro fucking transaction VC bullshit. and
No, I never paid for any. No.
Yeah, but if you
Well,
want,
yeah,
your-
but you
and
can.
you
can.
and your fucking Viet
No, you
Cong.
can
I
earn
don't
your
know why
shit.
you're transferring human lives in
your
basketball.
VC, fuck. Hang on, wheels all unmute you.
Don't have to do
There
that.
we go. Fucking Jesus
I
Christ.
did have a
the
side
sound
about
of
the
his
baseball.
voice.
Did you see the Houston Astros telling the Athletics their pitch? Like, did you see the game where I can't remember who was pitching, but one of the pitchers for the Astros literally said they were throwing a curveball. Like they put up two fingers to signal that they were throwing a curveball
To the Astros?
Yeah, no, to the Athletics.
Really?
And the Athletics like cranked it over the fence.
Why would they do that?
Because the people think the Astros are cheating. So they were. Just,
I don't think they're cheating anymore.
They were trying to be clever and funny. Yeah.
Which gives me a good opportunity to say, hey, fuck you, Jose Altuve.
Yeah.
You fuck.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
You
Very true,
so,
very
I
true.
used to
You
love him. I used
fuck.
to be a big Jose Altuve guy. Short dude, great second baseman, power hitter, great hitter, great swing.
Yeah.
He's a cheating fuck. So
He's
fuck you,
absolutely-
Jose
absolutely.
Altuve, if you're fucking listening to this. And I know you're not, and I'm glad you're not. So if somebody knows Jose Altuve that is listening to this,
Fuck your face.
pass it on. Fuck you, Jose Altuve. You let me down. You'll never be in the Hall.
No.
Never. You won't even be in the Hall of Very Good.
So like if you're gonna the way that you said that, you fuck.
You fuck you.
You fuck. So
you fuck.
I want to just ask you, do you think that that's a more harsh, like, grab at the fucking soul than like, you fucking piece of shit asshole
I do.
dick?
Yeah.
You just stop it.
No,
You
no,
fuck. You're not
no.
even worth the extra fucking syllables.
Yeah, that's
For,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
fuck.
And Jose Altuve deserves
Yeah.
less than that,
He
but
does.
but I'll give him that. You
You give him,
fuck.
you fuck.
He was not friggin' remorseful at all. Like not even a little bit.
No, he lied. He lied, and then
Super lied,
he
yeah.
built other lies around his
absolutely.
original lie.
Until he couldn't remember what the original lie was anymore. And
Oh my god, I would have been embarrassed because they got a tattoo,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it turned into my fucking girl. You
Yeah.
know, I got this girl. I don't want to be fucking shirtless on TV. What happens when you hit a walk-off home run in fucking MLB in the regular season?
Yeah.
Then you slowly unbutton your shirt.
Oh, it gets rapidly torn off like a rape scene. All right, it is a rape scene.
Well, as someone who can't afford their shirts being rebuttoned, I would slowly take it off.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Okay, go.
That third button is a key.
Hang on. No, hold on.
Fuck him. He's
I
piece
just
of shit.
wanted to point that out. I thought that was super amusing that they were kind of like mocking the fact that they cheated and they were.
I don't know what happened in tonight's game. I'm kind
I
of
don't
hoping
either.
the
I don't
Yankees close it out because I want vilification.
Yeah, I kind of hope the Yankees beat the Astros too, for sure.
What's he saying? Is he saying
He's
just
just
saying the Yankees-
rabble.
They botched it. He's saying the
Rabble,
Yankees botched it.
rabble. That's what I heard.
Saying the- well,
can we maybe break
yeah,
some
we can probably look.
can we try to break some news? Well, you guys discuss and I'll I will
You'll break some
quickly,
news.
What kind of news are you gonna break? Baseball news? Or?
yeah, I'm gonna see if the fucking Yankees
Why don't you tell me if there's been any more fucking free agent signings, Daniel? There's fucking one.
Oh, I also want to talk about this last thing on your little checklist here because I think that's super
video.
Fuck, it's called the script.
The script. Sorry, the script.
Okay,
Sorry.
director worked very hard on the script.
I know. I know.
Don't you fucking lowball this?
He works
it's called
harder
the
than I
script.
do. I know he works hard.
So yeah, one thing on here is the Jeff Bezos video. And if you're listening to this and if you're inclined, go to YouTube and type in Jeff Bezos robot arms. And you can also type in, for a shorter version of that video, you can type in Jeff Bezos maniacal laugh. This fucking light bulb looking guy, okay? If he didn't look evil enough,
He is kind of a light bulb looking fucking guy.
he's a fucking light bulb, all right? So he has a video of him using hands that the best I can say to describe them is think Dr. Octopus. And he is just, it is like,
Fucking terrifying.
yes, you can't unhear or unsee this. It is him using the robot arms and like, mwah,
Nice. That's
Like, it is fucking freaky.
You better link that on the Twitter today.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
It's like
we will do
if
that.
Doc Ock had funding.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's gonna happen way fucking faster.
Yeah.
And nuclear spiders still do nothing but
I
bite people.
gotta say, I'm shocked it was Jeff Bezos as a super villain. I really
You're
would've-
shocked at that?
I thought it would have been
Dude, he's
Elon
got
Musk.
too much
I
money.
thought it would have been Elon Musk. I
No,
thought
he's the Lex Luthor of our world.
he might
Yeah.
okay, he's kind of a super villain too.
110%.
But he's like
No, he's like the he could be good, he could be bad.
yeah,
really
yeah.
depends on
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
against him or not.
yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
And then like you got Bill Gates. He's already a supervillain, but he's like Billy Kincaid.
Is Bill Gates a super villain? Why is Bill Gates?
He's like Billy Kincaid.
Oh.
What?
So it's New York got eliminated.
I know. That's what I was saying. They fucking.
Damn.
Well, I
fucked
thought
it
you
up.
were talking shit. God damn it.
No, I was gonna go shit out their quality of play from this evening.
Damn it!
So what? The Yankees are out?
Yankees
Yeah.
are out.
Yeah, good. Fuck the Yankees. Who cares?
Wow.
Houston's gonna
I
win the
care.
fucking World Series again.
Anyway, Bill Gates, Billy Kincaid.
Go Red Sox. Fuck the Yankees.
The Red Sox were eliminated before the season.
Yeah,
even
they're
started,
not
buddy.
even in the playoffs, dude. Pay attention.
I'm a sucker for punishment. Go Red Sox.
You have to be a fan of the new Boston Red Sox, which I believe they go by the name of the Los Angeles Dodgers now. All their star players.
Was that kind of like the
only
1994
good
Stanley
dog-
Cup champion, the Edmonton Oilers from New York?
Yeah, I was gonna say the only good Dodgers are the Brooklyn Dodgers. So
Yeah, that's right. The Brooklyn Dodgers. I actually played MLB 19 last night, and I played in the Polo Grounds. I was facing San Francisco as the New York Yankees, and I figured, what the fuck? Let's go to the Polo Grounds.
You know what we never talked about? They canceled the Field of Dreams game because of COVID.
Of course,
fucking-
which is sad. Which sucks.
So bad.
Because the White Sox were really fucking good this
Yeah, they
year.
were very
Really
good, yeah.
fucking good.
It would have been cool to see
The
game
Yankees and the fucking White Sox
would've been
in
cool.
a cornfield.
It would have been cool. It would have been cool. It would have been a cool thing to see. Like
You could have
would've-
socially distanced that fucking thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It would have been cool. To see.
yeah, could you?
You would have made so much money on the TV contracts alone. It wouldn't have
much,
mattered if
so
you
much.
had like 8 people there.
No.
It would not have mattered, and that would have been a great thing to see.
It would have been.
They could have done production value. They could have made it so the players come
If
out and it
you
looks like
build
they're
it,
fucking
they
ghosts.
will come, and then
Absolutely.
they come out of the fucking cornfield and stand in the
You're
outfield.
just making it sound like you know what? Maybe they just make a Field of Dreams too.
They did make a Field of Dreams too. It was going to be real life Field of Dreams.
They did
They,
make it.
they
Though?
could have had the
Yeah, it
music.
was an
So
actual film.
they did make it, and it was going to be. Are you not taking English lit
they made the
in
actual
university?
they made the actual field. The
You,
field
okay? So, but you got to use like present tense, past tense, and future tense accordingly,
they
sir.
have
So they-
accurately reproduced the
So
Field
they
of
made a
Dreams.
field, but they
Yes.
did not make a sequel to the film.
They did not make
If they made a sequel
Okay.
to that film, I would hunt the fucking director down, and he would like you might do on a weekend getaway with your girl. He would
I was
be.
not Nicaragua.
He would be.
Is this in
I think
between
his
assassinations?
person would be compromised.
He would
Say that.
he would go on an extended missing.
His person would be
That's
compromised.
just obvious. Yeah,
Wait,
that's it.
you would kill the director of the sequel?
No,
his
he would just-
person would be
he
compromised.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He would mysteriously.
learn some fucking tact.
You'd be great at espionage, Justin.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Hey,
Is this the guy?
I need
Is
to
this
get
the
to the
guy?
just like it would be like that fucking hitman mission, yo. You're following the chicken, you gotta kill her. Her fucking page boy is just there the whole time. And Jesse would be like, "Hey, yo, can you just like fuck off for a second? I gotta talk to her alone for like 5 minutes."
Is that the guy? Yeah.
I'm not a subtle guy. I'm not subtle.
Whoa, wait. You're Todd?
Oh shit! Can we go over to this dark corner for a second? I gotta talk at you.
Hang on. I'm gonna go to the knife store. I'm gonna go to the knife store. Will you just wait here for me to come back?
We all know Agent 47 uses a garrote, so there's
Okay.
that. But whatever.
That's why Money Wheels doesn't play Hitman.
Or fucking
like that kind of
tactful.
shit?
Yeah, that's
Or murder people?
Yeah,
Not
no,
for you?
that's very true. I don't murder people. No, it's not. It's not my
Oh, I
thing.
don't
No.
fucking. We were playing Call of Duty here another 3 weeks ago, 4
We
weeks
we
ago.
were just playing. I was just fucking trying to get you the platinum in Ghost.
Oh, I get it. So you're getting him to do it. You get us. No.
Yeah.
Wait. No. There's a fucking pattern here.
Yeah.
We come in. He's playing your video game. 3-4 weeks ago, we're playing your fucking video game. So is that your deal? Are you like a Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates?
Well, I just saw.
Can't be bothered to sully your own hands. You gotta fucking get us. to do your
I
dirty
just saw
work.
that he was missing all
I
the
am
easy
the Lex
trophies.
Luthor of this podcast.
No,
You're the
no,
something.
because A, you're not rich, and B, you're not smart.
I don't know.
One of those is true.
That was a low
One of
blow.
those is true.
Yeah, it's
Low.
the fucking smart thing. 'Cause you get
Low
all the
blow.
government money.
Yeah, that was
Is it?
low blow.
Okay, again, he did use present and future, present and past tense in one sentence, related to something that isn't even real.
Well, what you gotta understand is Justin is
And
no
he's
longer
in
here.
English lit in university, so
Justin is no longer here, and this is Remington Steel now.
That's actually true. Justin has
So-
had
Yeah,
quite
you
a
can't use that as an excuse. Just because I get drunk and start beating people up doesn't make it okay. Sid was just drunk. Sorry,
Is that
beat
what
up
you do
your
on
child.
the weekends in Bolivia?
I kind of feel like that,
What
I kind of feel like you use that as an excuse to be a douchebag.
No, because that would
don't
would
need
be
an excuse.
alcoholism, and we don't make excuses for drinking.
Yeah,
here at the Wheels
I don't
Blues.
need an excuse. I'm a fucking monster.
I am
was
not
trying to get
sir.
you away from that image.
I
am
appreciate
not,
the effort.
Sir. I'm not a monster.
Tyson's just like, what a fight.
Oh,
Tyson's going back and forth. He's watching.
So I did want to do a quick addendum to last week's conversation.
Who's saying the worst comment right now?
juicy.
Since we've already strayed so far, but I did want to do an addendum while we were on the video game topic of like the whole circle button being the action button in Japan.
Oh yeah.
So that has recently changed. Japan has. Oh yeah, that's a flux capacitor for sale.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. What was a flux capacitor for sale?
Oh yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay.
Okay, so like the Japan for the release of the PS5 is switching their confirm and their action button to the X button, which is globally accepted as the action button aside from in Japan where the console hails from.
Good for you, Japan.
But you know what? Like to be honest, as someone I play my DS and the B button is the action button. And it confuses me because back in the PS1 days, I used to just circle was go because I played so much Final Fantasy VII. So it was always that was the command button circle. So I'd change it in my games during PS1 era that you could change your controls to circle being command because it made sense. Because you play enough random fucking strategy battles like that, you're pressing circle a hell of a lot to get your shit done.
Everything's all fucked up now because the circle's canceled and the X is good.
You mean the cross button?
Yeah, it's the X.
It's the cross button.
X.
Directional button.
It's an X.
No, it's a cross button.
It's an X.
And
I see
a
the
directional
X
button
right
is
there.
for it's
an X.
it's a cross.
It's an X.
It's a cross.
If it was a cross,
They don't just
would
have
turn
one
around.
fucking letter.
They would
Which-
yes, they do.
By the way, I wanted
cross
to,
button.
if I could amend the amendment.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Addendum?
why they call it a fucking D-pad, is because they're directional buttons.
Yes, yes.
I know they're directional
No,
buttons.
The
just-
I would agree with
joystick
you.
is not a directional button.
saying it's not buttons.
I was.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
sorry. All right.
Yeah.
I know we're all just yelling at Justin, but he's in the green.
I do sometimes know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, hold on.
Sometimes.
Just let me go wipe the egg off my face and get my foot out of my mouth, and I'll come back.
It's the D-pad.
you.
It's the
Thank
D-pad.
Yeah, but they're directional buttons.
Okay, I
There's
understand.
four
I understand that
directional
they're buttons, but if you like, I would say that if like you're to look at the PlayStation controller, I would say there's like the trigger buttons and then the four there and then that middle one. And then
Are you saying
start.
it's a pad because when you push one, they all kind of fucking like the other ones go up if you push one down?
No,
Because
not-
it is a pad under it.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like I understand they're buttons. I'm not saying they're not buttons. I'm just saying like
Look at that.
if you're like
fucking buttons.
yeah, okay, I understand they're buttons, but it's like it's the D-pad.
Form
You
of
know,
the
it's
fucking
like
Yeah, buttons.
it's not.
Yeah, okay.
You know, in my
so-
brain, I don't.
so
it's not the buttons. The buttons are
square
over here.
cross,
The D-pad's over here.
So the square, cross, circle, and triangle buttons
The
are called
X.
the face buttons.
The X.
It's a cross button.
The X.
It's a cross.
So why?
If it was a cross, they would flip it like.
No, it's
45
not.
degrees.
It's not a cross because the fucking Japanese are not Catholic or
Yeah,
Christian
You
an X.
can't be flipping things, man. That turns out bad when you flip out symbols. You know.
or
that.
birds.
Or birds. You can't do that either. No, you can't.
Well,
Oh, I
why?
wasn't
Why
going
the
Nazi
change?
there. Of course, the Austrian would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why? Yeah. Why the
You
change?
didn't even point it out.
Why
People
the change
know.
to the X button?
Yeah, why?
To
they
the
give a
cross
reason?
button?
The X
Because the biggest market of video game consumption is North America.
Yeah.
But why
That's
does
why.
that mean they have to change their shit?
Because they're going to, because it just simplifies things for programmers, for developers. You know,
guess so.
like I feel,
Except for
personally, I
Shigeru
feel
over
like-
there in Japan is gonna be like, oh fuck, I gotta
That-
rewrite so much
Yeah,
code.
see, because Yoshi double underscore Tahagi is probably going like, fuck this shit. Like,
No, because that's
yeah,
what
it's
that's
probably being.
but that's why they're bringing-
67,000 lines of code
Okay.
for this movement in
They're-
this character,
they're-
and
so-
none of it works.
First and foremost, from my limited understanding, because I haven't actually read anything about it, it's a generational change. So they're changing it with the new console. So anything that came before is going to be a heap of fucking reprogramming anyway, because PlayStation makes things so fucking proprietary that every generational shift is a goddamn. So how do we make everything we already built work again? So like, it's not that big a deal.
I'm so fucking like ready to get the PS5.
Well, we're gonna. People are. Yeah, when I get mine, because I still have not gotten an email. I'll slowly filter people in.
We're gonna live.
Did either of you pre-order yet?
Oh
No.
no.
I'm
No,
gonna wait.
nobody's
Because you
stupid as
see,
that.
he hasn't gotten. There's nothing. Yeah,
This is the first console I bought like right off the line.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think I shared the story of like my PS1, my PS2, my PS3 thing, my PS4, all that shit. It was always like probably 3 to 6 months later. So just because I could kind of afford it, I was like, fuck it, I want to get in on this. I want to do it just once. I want to be like hot shit. Look at my shit. It looks like a goddamn modem vase.
I'm thinking about hot-shotting some fucking Christmas shit this year because like the last couple of years, it's like like I'll get asked like, well, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like,
I already
don't.
got you your Christmas present.
I'm like, oh, I hope you did.
I just ordered it.
Did you really?
Yeah, actually.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it
what?
a PS5?
No, it's a mic stand.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you understand
Hey.
what Christmas is?
You understand
Like,
that you're not supposed to tell them?
That's not
Fuck
how Christmas works.
This is how Christmas works. You tell people you're gonna get them, so nobody else fucks up your gift.
We're not like Christians, so we don't have to do the whole like wait for the
Yeah,
tree
this is just an
thing.
excuse to buy people things that they want or need. Like it's not. Oh, you got a surprise coming, little Jimmy.
I like
Fuck little Jimmy.
I like surprise. Little Jimmy likes surprise.
Okay, do you? Because
Yes,
you're the
yes.
spoiled kid.
Yeah,
You like surprises for you
one
and
thing.
nobody else.
You don't even like the
Bezos.
thing I spoiled.
You spoiled me and my future.
Yeah.
We need to get a video of like Justin on like some like robot legs and doing the fucking maniacal. They laughed at me. They said I was mad.
No, who's mad?
By the time I'm finished, nobody will walk.
So I think I might call it some Christmas shit because I always say get Tommy something. Don't worry about me, and that's been going on for a couple of years now.
Yeah. This year,
I think I might be able to raise some shekels and maybe foot half. If I can foot half and get maybe, maybe mumsy, maybe dadsy, fucking get it on it.
do a Kickstarter,
My dad
man.
probably be like, I'm not giving you money for anything of that sort.
Come on, Shroot One. Come on, Shroot One.
Kickstarter, buddy. Do a
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
sure. Come on, Shrew.
Can't just Kickstarter everything. That's just gonna ruin the.
You can.
No, you
should-
don't
can.
Kickstarter a fucking piece.
No,
They're like,
you don't, you don't.
GoFundMe.
I
Please, I want a
there are people who are
PS5.
getting
guarantee
Xbox
you
Series
there's
X's and
somebody
PS5s with that.
100%.
100%.
There's somebody doing a GoFundMe for
100%.
PS5.
There's probably
Guaranteed.
100
Absolutely,
people doing it.
guaranteed. Yeah, absolutely.
And those people are assholes.
They are
They are
assholes.
fucking
Absolutely.
assholes.
They
They
are
are
very
fucking
much.
assholes.
Yes.
Get a fucking job. Fuck,
of shit.
Jesus Christ.
Right? There's
Fucking buy a
there are
PS5.
things worth kickstarting, and there are things not worth kickstarting.
You kickstart for like hurricane relief and shit. You don't kickstart for like, hey,
Or board games that you created, or that kind of stuff.
oh, okay, sure.
I'm not
okay,
against that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
for your own creation.
I mean,
Yeah,
at the end of
But
the
not
day,
like I want something, like just for me. Like it'd be like if Tyson was like, Kickstarter for a, I don't know, fucking
height
stilts,
lessons.
Stilts.
height lessons. Or
Height
something.
lessons.
You can't learn to be taller.
Don't crush my fucking.
Not with that attitude.
Just
you
like I
can't.
can't learn
Not
to
with
walk
that
again
attitude.
without robot legs.
Well, maybe I'll get a robot fucking spine. What do you say then?
We got to get the
You
Jeff
don't
Bezos
need a
laugh.
robot spine. What do you need a robot spine
It
for?
will extend.
It'll extend out of your neck and you'll be dead.
Hey, man,
It's probably not worth the
did
risk.
Inspector Gadget die?
Yeah.
Nope.
You're probably right. It's
Oh
not
my-
worth the
oh my
risk.
Nope.
God.
It's not worth the risk. I'll just stay short.
Dude, are you telling me that Inspector Gadget is dead?
I'm
He
telling
died?
you. I'm telling
An
you.
umbrella, a helicopter came out of his head, and he dropped
Fucking
dead?
arms exploded out of his fucking elbows.
Shit had handles, man.
Okay, that was a great show.
I love Inspector Gadget. I think Jeff Bezos might be Dr. Claw.
And he might be Dr. Claw.
That might be true.
Did you
That might
ever
be-
see his face? I can't remember in the show. Did you ever see his
I
face?
don't think you do.
Because I remember they came out with the Inspector Gadget toys, and they came out with the Dr. Claw toy. But in the fucking Walmart or the Zellers, wherever the fuck I was, there was a sticker over his face, so you couldn't see
Really?
his face. So I was like, "Fuck!" I thought I was gonna see. I was like in the fucking aisle.
Didn't you pull the sticker off his face and just be like,
I'll be under the package.
I don't know. I can't remember if it was under the package or not.
I'll get you, Gadget.
I think
It never really occurred to me to vandalize the fucking shit in the store. I don't.
I'm just gonna open this motherfucker. Fucking see, I do that now.
I mean, I'm not in the hardware store trying to see if the fucking nuts will fit on the bolts, and I'm like, I fucking.
yeah, of course you.
There we go. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's one of the perks of having a kid.
Yeah.
You do that when you're with the kid, and then the store person comes. They're like, "Sir," and you're like, "Hey, Tommy, come on,
come on."
go."
Yeah.
Kids,
You try to raise them right, and look what happens.
we're out of here. We're out of
Don't
here.
worry, we'll buy this.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
It's like, did I do good? Shut.
Let's go get that ice cream from fucking McDonald's. Let's go.
There we go.
Did you not see Dr. Claw in like the very last episode? Of,
I would have no
I
idea.
know.
I
I
haven't
don't
watched
remember. I
Inspector
don't remember.
Gadget
Yeah, no,
probably
I can-
since the
can almost
early
guarantee you
90s.
we're gonna look this up as
Yeah.
soon as the show's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Just as
I
a
don't, I
sign
don't,
off.
I don't think you do, but I always kind of imagined him as kind of a shredder-looking
yeah,
character.
for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
I always
Because of
pictured
his
him as the
robot hand and his little cat.
Yeah, I always pictured the fucking dude from fucking G.I. Joe.
What, the Cobra Commander?
No, not Cobra Commander. The fucking
Destro. Destro.
Yes. I always pictured that.
I kind of feel like he's like Blofeld and Jaws from like James Bond. Like he's like
Okay,
Blofeld,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he's got like Jaws is like Jaws, obviously like the steel Jaws. Like
Right.
he's obviously got like a mechanical thing, and I kind of felt like he was a combination of those James Bond villains.
What say you, Wheels Blues listeners? Send in your thoughts on what fucking Dr. Claw
What
might
does
look like.
Dr. Claw look like?
What? Give us a description, like 2 or 3 sentences of what you think Dr. Claw looks like.
Yes.
I want to hear what other
Yep.
people
Yeah,
think.
absolutely.
And then maybe next week We'll do it on the show, and we'll fucking look, and we'll see if there's a picture of Dr. Claw's
Even
face.
better, you should draw a picture of Dr. Claw.
Okay, well, let's not fucking put that
Okay,
in.
you know what?
Holy shit.
Well, we have some artistic people that
Do
like
we,
us.
do we do, artistic people who care though?
Yeah, that's fair.
Was that an R or a U after the A there?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
So there you go, Wheels Blues guys. Let's we'll leave you with that. Give us your fucking thoughts on what Dr. Claw looks like. I want to hear it.
So do I. Fucking
Tag
rights.
me, send it to me on Facebook. Tag me in that, or send it to double underscores. You know what it is, fuckers.
Send it to
And
the.
I want to tell you guys, all 10,000 of our wonderful listeners should go and back a board game called Line Hauler on Kickstarter because I really want my copy, and they need that many more badges.
Get the money, folks.
Let's go.
Get on
Let's
Kickstarter,
go.
get Line Hauler. It's a fun game where you fucking trek around Australia in a truck and you can draw cards to deal with obstacles. And I really want to play it. And you guys are crushing my dreams.
And I want 2,000 listeners
No,
by November 1st.
All
just quick.
10,000 of our listeners, you just got to shit on everybody else's parade.
I'm just saying.
Just quick before we go, fans of stand-up comedy, iTunes. I know it's on Spotify. Lewis Black just released a new comedy album. Get out there and listen to it. It is fucking hilarious. And well, you this is going to be in the past now, but Bill Burr is hosting Saturday Night Live this Saturday night. Bill Burr is hosting Saturday Night Live, and I'm going to have a little review of that on
Yeah,
the
that sounds
show.
good to me.
That
Yeah.
Lewis Black special is also on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, oh yeah, is it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
it is,
yeah,
yeah.
it's called
I can't remember what it's called the other day.
oh, it's like thank you for wearing your mask. I was
Yeah,
really
it's
I
like-
got
yeah.
Said nobody in America.
I think
ever.
it's thank you for social distancing.
thanks for risking your life.
There
is
you
what
go.
it's
See,
called.
that
Okay.
sounds more accurate.
It's fucking
Yeah,
brand
yeah,
new,
yeah, okay.
and it's. I mean, he might as well have called it Return of the Jedi because the fucking the master.
It's
is back.
amazing. It's amazing.
It's
He's
so
Bill
fucking
Burr.
funny. It's
He's
so
so
fucking funny.
No.
So I'm at Eric _83, and thanks everybody. Great show.
I'm at Skweeed, SKWEED, and yeah, actually though, people should check out that Line Hauler game because I want my copy. And also in the coming weeks, if any fans are out there that are fans of, if any of our listeners are fans of the Resident Evil series, I am voicing a file fragment on one of their upcoming episodes. So yeah, that should be neat. I hope I did all right.
Nice.
Kind of anxious recording stuff. And you can check out our Instagram at Wheels Blues Pod. And yeah, this was fun. Sorry I couldn't keep up with the hot takes on hockey because I could only fake my way through about 10 minutes before I just...
What? You were faking?
What? My fire went out.
No.
But you had the spreadsheets out.
Were we had? We've
yeah.
been had?
Yes.
I saw a laptop.
Well, dude,
Charts.
I am
I
far
saw a
too
laptop.
concerned with the Atlanta Falcons
Oh, that's true.
to pay attention to the hockey draft.
Okay, well, we'll get into
Anyway,
it.
we love you all, and thanks for listening.
All right, we're gonna get into the Atlanta Falcons maybe next week if.
Yeah, the Atlanta Falcons.
There
Yeah,
we go.
great.
Yeah. And I'm at Tin Can Blues. You can find me at Tin Can Blues on Twitter and Instagram, and our website is wheelsbluespodcast.wixsite.com/my site. Yeah, I know, fuck. Just go to the go to the Twitter link and follow it from there.
And I am at Mighty Wheels on Twitter, and you can follow.
That mighty wheels!
Woo!
You can follow Justin Wheeler at Instagram and Facebook. And you can also follow our Wheels Blues podcast Facebook page. Please subscribe and give us 5 stars. Or don't, whatever.
Peace out, bitches!
Bye.
And you know what? Just to add on to the whole draft shit, I've been working all week, so I didn't really have a chance to. I followed some, but not all. So it's gonna be these.
Just cooking the
jackasses.
best damn pizzas in town.
Yeah, well,
Top.
We are the stars of
Going
the show.
out of the way to get me some gluten-free poutine.
I will do it.
Going out of the way, above and beyond.
Even though I'm kind of a dick for not because it's been a whole week since I told you. Yeah, of course we have gluten-free poutines. And then I had this information, I think maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. And did I tell you? Nah, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, but
You know what?
did he follow up though?
Did I forget about it? Yes.
Well, but I don't know that. He could have ordered a poutine like at night and been like, oh, well, Daniel says this is fucking gluten-free, so now I'm going to get... And then the next thing you know, hey, where's Tyson? I haven't seen him on the group chat. Hey, there's somebody... Inga's Tyson. Oh, no, he's dead. The fucking gluten got him.
Diabetes, one.
His
gluten.
elbows
I don't
got
know.
his elbows
He'll
got
get
so
some
red.
Ratchety elbows. That's what he'll get. Ratchety elbows.
Ratchety?
Ratchety rash.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 34 of the Wheels Blues podcast, and let me tell you, we've got a storm of brewing when it comes to the free agency and the NHL draft. So let's get into it. I'm Skweeed, SKWEED, and it's a pleasure to fucking be here tonight.
You didn't do the mantra.
That was fucking...
Why would you wreck it? That was perfect.
That was a great intro. Do it again.
Awesome entry.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Magic is gone now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 34 of the Wheels Blues podcast. We've got a fucking fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 34 of the Wheels Blues podcast. We have a hell of an episode coming up for you, ladies and gents, this evening. If you like hockey, I can't do it again. I can't reproduce magic. Can't do it. Just edit it in.
I'll try. I'll do my best.
The first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 34 of the Wheels Blues podcast. We've got a firestorm of controversy here when it comes to the free agency draft and the NHL draft here, and someone's fucking... God damn it!
It's not my phone.
Every time Sid tries to do a voice thing, it's like
not my
somebody
phone.
talks, somebody
I
presses
think
the
it's.
button.
I think it's like.
No, it's your phone.
Yeah, it's your phone.
It's your
I
phone.
think so, man.
It's 120%.
Move it back to the roadcaster. We'll prove it. Give it a minute. I'll start talking, and then
Okay,
I'll
you
just
start talking.
I'm not doing that intro again. So just edit it in because it was flawless the
It
first
was
time.
flawless. I fucked it up. It's flawless.
I'll do my best.
Just let it. He can just edit that in. It's at the end of the first clip.
Okay.
It's not
I
doing.
have to
sorry.
upload about 10 clips.
I thought I was helping.
That I appreciate the effort.
It's all right.
Why does he get the fucking appreciation?
Because you fucked it up.
Only the first time. Only the first time.
Yeah, and then I fucked it up every other time. Like, first is gold, and then it's just fucking straight to garbage.
The title of this episode is...
How many underscores are in that word?
Not enough. It's not enough underscores for me, man.